In this video, we'll take a look at how to review an assignment that was created using Turnitin and two different ways of grading that assignment. Let's get started by clicking on the assignment that was created using Turnitin. As you notice, this assignment, when it opens up to my Turnitin inbox. In this experiment course, I have one student, Ryan Reynolds, who has submitted an assignment, and I see the title of that assignment, the similarity score for that assignment, and the option to grade it inside Turnitin. Let's take a look at how to review this assignment with Turnitin tools. If I click on the title or the similarity percentage, a new window pops open that shows me the feedback studio from Turnitin that shows all the work inside that submission. Notice I didn't need to log into Turnitin. I didn't have to share any codes with my students. It automatically does all of that on the back end. And I am now inside the feedback studio with the similar tools that I've used in the past. Notice that on the right hand side, the blue options are the ones that I use, and all the options in the red are what Turnitin automatically does for this paper. If I click on that 47, the match percentage or the similarity score, it shows me why the student's paper got a 47%, and the icon right below it shows me all the places that Turnitin found this same exact passage online. Now notice there are many times this shows up. This is intentional because I copied some of the parts of this essay. You'll notice the same paragraph repeats twice. I copied and pasted this from a submission that I found online. So Turnitin shows all of these things that allow me as a teacher to see the originality of my students' work. Now, to grade this assignment, I have two options. Let's take a look at our first option, the traditional way that we've done almost all of our grading using SpeedGrader. When I click on SpeedGrader, it takes me to that student's work, that same essay shows up, and I have all my familiar tools inside SpeedGrader that I can use to grade the student's work. Also notice that I see a drop down on the right hand side. This tells me that there are two different submissions that this student made. I also see the similarity score that I saw on the previous screen, and I can click on that and it will open up again a new tab and take me to the feedback studio, just like I did when I clicked on the title in the assignment area. And I can grade this assignment, give it a score here, give my comments, and all those things, and it'll work just fine. The other option I have, so if I close these tabs, the other option I have is to grade this assignment directly inside Turnitin. So if I click on that icon, the pencil icon, again, it opens up that same window where I can see Ryan's work inside Feedback Studio, and I can give it a score up here after I've reviewed and provided feedback using the tools inside Turnitin. All of the tools from Turnitin are available here. I can drop in quick comments, quick marks. I can provide written feedback to the student. I can highlight something inside and provide additional comments, just like I've done before using Turnitin. Once I give that student a score, let's say I'm going to assign a 23 and I hit enter. If I close this and refresh my page, you'll notice that the score of 23 pops up here. This score is also pushed into my gradebook. If I look at my grades, that score of 23 is now pushed in and automatically comes into my gradebook. Let's go back to that assignment again. Notice if I go into SpeedGrader and go back to the same student, that score is still there. However, none of those comments or feedback that I created inside Turnitin will show up here. That's one limitation of this system. The comments and the feedback will not communicate. So recommendation for continuity's sake is to utilize the feedback tools that we have inside SpeedGrader and to continue using SpeedGrader to grade the assignment. Here's one more limitation that this system has. If I grade this assignment using the Turnitin tools, it will push that score into my gradebook and assignment. Unfortunately, using SpeedGrader, let's say if I change the student's score and I update it to a 32 and submit this, this score will get updated in my gradebook, but it does not push it back into Turnitin. The grade only goes from Turnitin into my gradebook or into SpeedGrader, but it does not go from SpeedGrader into Turnitin. So it's important to use the same mechanism over and over again. Consistency in this case is going to be helpful, and I recommend that we utilize our speed grader and not put in scores inside Turnitin. So if I delete that score and I refresh, it should go away from the Turnitin score. Let me do that one more time. Delete, press enter, and then close this, and then refresh. You'll notice that that score will go away. But inside SpeedGrader, because I've been assigning that student scores inside SpeedGrader, that score is there, and it will also stay inside the gradebook. I hope that was helpful.